This time on Backshed, we're protecting your patina and your rust. So I'll show you the three methods we're going to use. First one, Penetrol. You get it from Bunnings, or if you're in the States, I guess it's Walmart. Second one is boiled linseed oil mixed with mineral turpentine and mineral spirits. Third one is acrylic clear. Now straight off the bat, I can tell you the simplest way if you don't have paint equipment is going to be mineral turpentine mixed with boiled linseed oil or the Penetrol, because you just wipe them on with a rag. You're not going to do a whole vehicle with rattle cans. It'll get expensive, it'll take you forever. So if the acrylic clear does come out to be the best, we'll do a how-to on that. We'll be mixing these two together at a ratio of 3 to 1, 3 parts linseed oil and 1 part terps. Right, so mixed up the boiled linseed, but I'm going to throw one more in the mix. Raw linseed. Let's find out why you use boiled and not raw. See what that does. So this is the pickup that we're going to rat rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask here on surface rust 4 even parts, and we're going to do a test on the surface rusty bit, and back here on the painted section we're also going to mask another 4 sections. I'll label them, and then we'll come back in a week, come back in a month, and we'll see which one survives the best or looks the best. Righto, so we did raw, acrylic clear, boiled, Penetrol, and I've written on them so we won't forget because I've got a memory like a sieve. So straight away you can see the difference in where it isn't done and where it is done. Already you can see that the acrylic clear's got a bit of a gloss to it, which that might dull off as it dries a bit more, but I don't know if I really like the gloss on that. And over the semi-painted section we've done the same, just labelled them. They all look pretty good at the minute. I'll come back in a week, come back in a month, we'll see what looks the best. Tell you a little bit about the truck. This one's coming up as a rat rod. We're going to take the cab off and do a barrow swap on that one. And this one I haven't decided yet. Maybe a simple Cleveland, maybe not, maybe an LS. So this is going to be a good test. Acrylic clear's just dried. It's been down about 20 minutes. And it's starting to rain. We'll see which one holds up best with weather. So I said I'd come back in a week. It's actually been nearly 2 weeks, and we'll have a look, see what's going on. Probably pretty hard to see on camera. The clear is still obviously quite shiny. The other 3, kind of hard to tell the difference in them at the minute. Now it's been pretty shit conditions. Out of the 13 days we've probably had 6 of rain, a couple of sunny days. Anyway, I'll come back and do a bit of a roundup, I guess, in a few more weeks, see what we come up with. So we're back with the patina and rust protection. It's been just over a month. The first 2 weeks were almost constant rain, and the last 2 weeks have been pretty good sunshine, warmer days, and this side of the Utte's facing north, so it's getting the direct sunlight. So let's see what... Now in the time lapse you'll see I've already run a rag over these to see which one stayed sticky, which one did what. You can clearly see the acrylic clear here, staying shinier. But you'd expect that. It's only been a month. You wouldn't expect your acrylic to have dulled off. The raw, when I went to rub a rag down to see if it was dusty, it stuck to everything. Boiled penetrol. I don't know if you can really get much detail out of that, but I'll do a bit of a conclusion after we get back to the shed. Acrylic, obviously, raw, boiled, penetrol. One thing I did notice, that's the raw. That's still real sticky. Over that bit of paintwork there, I don't dislike the acrylic. Over the surface rust though, it's really coarse. Had to put a lot of coats on it. I'll get back to the shed and we'll do a wrap up. Righto, it's a fair bit to go through. Let's discount the raw linseed straight up. It stayed wet, it stayed gummy. The couple of weeks of rain, it actually ran down the panel. It collected a lot of dust. I rubbed a rag over it, a lot of dust on it. You want to drive this thing. You don't want to be trying to wash road grime and shit off it and it's sticking to it. So that's no surprises. That's why everyone says boiled, not raw. So it's out straight away. If it's a real rat rod and you got it in the shed, mate, use it. If you're going to go and buy something, the boiled linseed was roughly the same price as the raw linseed. Next we go to the penetrol and the boiled linseed. I honestly couldn't separate them. Over the coarse surface rust, they both looked good. Over the colour, maybe the penetrol made the colour pop a little bit, but it was only over a grey in this instance. If you had some nice blues or greens or something, maybe we're spending the extra money. So over the top of coarse surface rust like that truck, definitely the boiled or the penetrol. That doesn't have much colour. I've now got the boiled linseed. That's what I'm going to use on that truck. The reason I wanted to try the acrylic clear, we have a rat rod F350 coming up. It's going to be a full patina paint job. So make basically a fake patina paint job. We will be doing a couple of body repair tutorials in that and some paint work. It doesn't matter if you're trying to paint a car to look nice or trying to paint it to look patinaed, the principles are going to be the same. That's why I wanted to test the acrylic clear. It's going to be good for that type of vehicle, a fake patina paint job, or a vehicle that's still got quite a bit of paint on it, weathered paint, to seal it off. Having said that, there's nothing to say you can't use two of these techniques on the same car. Perfect example is we've got a HQ coming up. The lower section you'd acrylic clear it, the upper section you'd penetrol it because I don't want to sand off all that nice surface rust on the roof. So what's the conclusion? Conclusion is you need to go and get 2 beers, get down the shed, talk to your hot rod or your rat rod or whatever it is, look at it, figure out, is it mostly paint? Is it coarse surface rust? And go from there. If it's coarse surface rust, use the boiled linseed, use the penetrol. The surface rust that was on that particular truck was quite coarse, so I had to put about 4 coats. And that kind of worries me a bit if you're going over coarse surface rust. The more coats of the clear you put on it, the more chance you've got of it peeling from a stone chip, a scratch. You want to be able to drive this thing and not worry about it, but you don't want peeling clear. I know it's a rat rod or a patina truck. You don't want peeling clear over surface rust. So I probably wouldn't use acrylic clear over the surface rust. If it's relatively good paint but weathered, maybe some clear on the lower section, stop at a given point, penetrol the rest or boil the rest. What's best for your rat rod, you're going to have to work out for yourself. All of these techniques work, some are better on others. The acrylic clear definitely I wouldn't do over coarse surface rust. Beer time, crack one, get into it. Thanks for watching.